Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? I am your host, H. Foley. This is where we sit down with some of your favorite comedians, and we find out if they grew up classy or if they grew up trashy. My co-host coming at you from an undisclosed location down there somewhere in the southern part of New Jersey, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Still down here in the bunker, living to fight another day. You know what I mean? Gathering my canned foods, my cured meats. We're doing it.
He was the first man on the lifeboat, folks. Did not wait for women and children. He was out.
Yes. I had an inside tip from a guy who knows a guy who knows the guy. And back in, early January, he's like, get the fuck out of town. So I did his insight. But happy to be here. Thanks for... shout out to all the new listeners, all the new reviews, all the new subscribers we're getting. Driven a lot by Louis J. Gomez. We appreciate it. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe. You can subscribe on YouTube for all the full videos of the episodes and stuff like that. And we appreciate the support, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we got another big get here on the podcast today. Our good pal, very funny stand-up comedian. He has an album out right now called Rage Against the Routine. He's on the Irish Goodbye podcast. He performs all over the country. And let me tell you kids something else, too. This guy's got a TikTok account with a fucking flamethrower on it. He's hot on TikTok. He's big. Ladies and gentlemen, our pal, Mike Feeney.
Wow, what an intro. I mean, I always know you to be one of the best hosts in terms of bringing me up on stage remember when comedy existed? But even now, it translates. Your skills translate very well.
Right.
I like how he said you're a good host when you bring people on stage, not when you're performing comedy. Once your attempt at comedy is through, when you then bring up the other actual good comedians, then you're great.
Once you build us up in earnest, we really appreciate it.
I tell you what, I may bomb up front, but I'll never lunch an intro, baby.
Yeah.
You think it's a Tonight Show? I'm waiting for the band to strike up. Mike Feeney, everybody.
Yeah, I do have some observations right up. First, is your middle name really James, Kevin?
Yes, yeah.
You're really Kevin James.
Is it really?
Yeah, what are you, fucking schmarted? Of course. Dude, yeah. You've been introing me as Kevin James Ryan for literally 7 years.
I thought it was because of Kevin James.
Yeah, you're just trying to ride that wave?
I'm trying to ride I'm trying to get into Grown Ups 19.
Yeah.
No, it's Kevin James. Yeah, Kevin James Ryan.
Wow. And Foley, if anybody should be going by Kevin James to try and ride the wave, I feel like you should be the heir apparent, you know?
Paul Blart Mall Cop, baby. All right. This time he's an astronaut. He works in Space Force. Okay.
What I do love about your setup is you're in like pseudo darkness, but you have one plant that you're making staring at itself in its own reflection, and it's growing towards itself. Do you notice that?
It's very true detective.
Yeah. I got eagle eyes, baby. I'm scanning everything here.
Yeah, I know. I see you checking out the headboard and all that kind of stuff, scoping around.
Oh,
you got a yoga mat back there. You got a nice picture, nice dresser, nice bed. Everything's all set up by my girl. She does a good job.
This is great.
You got the guitar hanging up, which means I'll never come to a dinner party at your house. That thing.
The good part is I don't know enough guitar I learned like 4 chords. I don't know how to bar chord. I've hit a wall in my learning, and I'm really not breaking through that threshold.
All right, that's good.
It seems like you stopped the learning after the purchase. You were like, all right, I learned as much as I know I have to buy one. Hey, after that, I'm done.
I can play Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, and that's all I need, pal.
Because have you ever been over at somebody's house and there's like a little bit of a party, some people around, and all of a sudden someone just starts playing the guitar a little bit, and then all of a sudden they're singing. You're like, what? They're missing chords going back. You're like, come on, dude.
Now, can I throw
trying
this
to get
out
Coke
there?
over here.
Can I throw this out there?
Trying to get fucked up.
There's chicks here, dude. What are you doing?
Hit the bricks with the Incubus cover. What the fuck?
Yeah. Can I throw this out there? There's 2 things. That only will bother me if the guitarist wants to be the singer and have everybody staring at him. I don't mind if a guitarist comes out and has everybody else sing, like campfire style. That I kind of like.
That's
but
fun.
I'll tell you this. That might be okay, but this is the adult version of when that's great. You're at a party and the party has a fucking piano. And somebody sits down and starts fucking tickling the ivories. Are you kidding me?
But if somebody could play the piano, that's a lot different than some schmuck trying to play fucking No Woman, No Cry on an acoustic guitar. If you can fucking play the Skins, baby, dude, you got talent.
First off, the piano is the only instrument that gets cooler as you get older.
Yes.
When you're a kid, piano is a nerd instrument.
Dude, we had one growing up, and we were like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And now I look at it, I'm like, man, if I could fucking tickle those ivories.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you had a piano in your house?
Yeah, well, it
Wow.
was
Not the full one. You had like one that was in like a speakeasy, like one of those things, like an upright
Casio?
John.
yeah, I mean, I didn't have a fucking grand piano in the foyer, you fucking idiot. Of course it was a fucking stand-up piano. What the fuck kind of question? Yeah, have you been to the left wing of my home? What do you, who has a grand piano?
Kippy's like Liberace coming down the steps,
Yeah.
holding a chandelier.
Yeah.
Hello, mother.
But I always wanted to play it. And then, but it was kind of, it played itself at one point. I remember that too. Like, it would just you could like turn it on to play a song and it would
Player, you just had a player piano from a mall that you guys stole one time?
What are you,
Probably.
an old Western or whatever?
I was dressed as the bartender. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Kippy grew up in a ghost town in the Old West.
Yeah.
I was supposed to play piano when I was a kid, but then my parents started price checking a couple of pianos, and that got 86
Yeah.
real quick.
You landed on the recorder real fucking quick. For
Apparently,
$6.
apparently, I wanted to learn how to play piano. I expressed interest in that, and my grandmother went so far as to get me like a keyboard. You know what I mean? Just like a keyboard thing, and then I just never learned or
The
tried.
keyboard was garbage. The
Dude,
keyboard
we
was
had-
really...
We had the Casio keyboard, and you know, with the button, you hit that fucking samba beat. That's as far as I could go. Fucking dude, let that samba beat run. Woo! The '90s were a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty trashy, man. Because nobody ever had the stand. You had it on your lap. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
The stand was an extra like $49.99. No
Yeah.
fucking way was my mom springing for that.
That and the warranty were left at the store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if it's garbage, but I have never bought a warranty in my life.
No, it's the opposite. Warranty is garbage. Because
You
warranty
think?
is a piece of shit trick. So the only people who buy warranties are poor trash people who don't know any better.
Okay. I always felt like it was more of like an educated thing with money of like you hedge your bets of like, yeah, I'll give you the $39 just in case anything happens.
That's what they want dumb people to think.
Because I had
this whole time I've been a fucking genius millionaire over here not buying warranties.
I had
I
the
thought I was
insurance.
garbage.
I had the insurance for the phone for a long time. That what was it called, like Insure or something like that, where I paid like $50 a year or something. And at the end of it, like when I finally needed it, they were like, "Okay, you got to send us the broken phone. Then we'll send you a new phone for $200." I'm like, $200? What about the fucking money I've been paying into it?
It's always that way, dude. We had what did we just buy? I bought. Oh, so I had like a sound bar for my TV for I think I had it for 6 years and 1 month, and the warranty expired after 6 years. I had a couch that has like motorized like legs, like it's like, you know, like the feet will come up, and the motor on it broke right
Like
like a
not
month.
put gas in it? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait,
I picture Feeney like, I gotta take a nap.
Yeah, I didn't do enough oil changes on it, and so
Wait, you got robotic furniture? That's garbage, Feeny. What do you-
Yeah. Well, here's even more garbage. It broke, so now one of them is like permanently up. Like you can try and like use your leg power, but then once you stand up, it kicks back up again. And we don't want to throw it out because it's a 3-seat couch and it's very comfortable. And otherwise, it's completely fine. But they told me that not only is it out of warranty, but that the motor has stopped working. So, and they don't make the part anymore. So the guy just basically was like, "You're out. It sucks.
Yeah,
I don't know what
you're
to tell you." And left.
I was coming in here to defend you as a classy individual, and then you hit me with that story.
No. What,
Jesus.
dude? He's fucking Long Island Trey. I think he has like a Mets tattoo or something. He's fucking
No, I would get
trash.
Yankees. First off,
Yankees.
Yankees. Don't ever besmirch my name. But I would get a Yankees tattoo and
See,
almost
yeah.
have multiple times.
Yeah,
Yankees
yeah.
farm team. That's real garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a AAA team
The
tattoo?
Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Scranton Thunder.
yeah, the fucking the Iron Pigs from Bethlehem, PA.
Yeah.
No, I say Feeney's classy, and I'll tell you why.
No way, dude, no fucking way. He's Long Island trash. Everybody we've had on from Long Island has never made it past like the second question.
And that was
And he
literally
just
one
said
of my.
he's got a broken couch with the legs
the f-
sticking
come
out.
on.
And it's a
man.
very nice couch.
I should have
That's
called
garbage.
you beforehand. Told you the 80s. We should have got our story straight before we went up against Kippy.
It's all
You're my
honesty here,
go-to
baby.
guy. You know that.
He even doubled down on the garbage. He goes, well, it's a nice couch. That's a garbage thing. You don't want to throw out a nice couch, even though it's fucking broken.
And what the fuck is a sound bar? What's that? Is that like a Sunday
Sound
bar? What
is
is
a
that?
very fancy thing to have.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
it's because your TV audio is so shitty. It's like just a sound. It just plays the sound from your TV and video games.
It's like
and
the
movies.
thing that goes under the TV or above
Yeah.
the TV. It's like a
So it's,
long sound
Like a
system.
woofer. Is it a woofer?
No, woofer is just bass. Don't keep saying woofer like
I
that.
know.
It's
Fucking, that was so weird, right?
is it a woofer? A woofer? Is it a woofer?
What the fuck was that? Dude, literally, what was that? I've never seen anybody get so weirded out over a word.
I like a woofer. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not gonna
Big
You're
woofer
not
guy.
even saying the full word, and it's
I know.
infuriating.
Yeah, that's what's annoying. He
You
thinks
see,
he's
that's
cool.
why. That's why I don't think he's garbage. Because he always calls me out on my garbage stuff, and I think I repulse him.
Fat guys can call other guys fat. It's not mutually exclusive.
All right, well, let's find out. Let's get into it here.
Let's
Fucking-
get into it.
Are you garbage? We got Mike Feeney on the line here. As we know, album out right now called Rage Against the Routine. Huge on TikTok. Follow him everywhere. Irish Goodbye Podcast. Kippy says the kid's garbage. I say he's a classy guy, and I have my reasons. But we're here about to find out right now. Mikey, where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Long Island?
Long Island, New York,
Fuck.
and out in Suffolk County, New York, which is not the classy area.
That's not the good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're well aware, pal.
Yeah.
We're well aware.
It was fucking. I grew up 516 area code, and then they had too many people. They had to split it up, and then they gave the 516 to the rich people in Nassau County and gave me the 631. So I was 631, ride or die. But
Used to have a couple of dealers that had 631 when that came up.
I
I knew it was going to be a little bit of a wait.
yeah.
I'm coming in from the island. I'm waiting on a train.
The LIE's a mess. But I grew up in like a very, like I don't know where in the middle class it was, but like we were suburbs, but there was also like someone on our block had like a car on their front lawn, you know what I mean? But then my next door neighbors had like a giant, beautiful in-ground pool. So it was really like a house to house basis.
Sure.
That's what we're finding out, the suburbs, especially too, because like, so I grew up in like a really nice area. It was all like doctors and lawyers and shit. But like my family, my dad was a steam fitter. He was like, but then he started his own company. So like there was like the blue collar guy, like the blue collar families of the area. And then like the white collar families. And it's like, from house to house, it was like
it changes. Yeah,
my house had a shed in the back that's still not finished to this day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
My
yeah,
stepdad was like, "Oh, we're gonna build this," and then just never done.
Unfinished projects was a real thing in my
Dude,
a real thing in my household.
so
when
true.
when a bag of soil or like mulch has just been sitting out in the front lawn forever.
Yeah,
Like
my
3
parents-
or 4 bags of mulch.
Yeah, my parents' marriage, it all just was like a series of things they were gonna keep doing, but
Yeah.
decided to quit.
Because my dad always bitches about that. Because our neighborhood is very similar to that. It's middle class all the way, but you have new people moving in, people buying their parents' houses, putting money back into the house, cleaning it up, trying to get the property value up. And my dad did that. Like he put a lot of work into the house, and there'll be like 2 or 3 neighbors that will drive by, and he'll be like, "What the fuck?" The fucking grass is overrun. There's cars in the fucking.
Yeah, it brings the
on
whole
lawn.
property value down of the whole neighborhood,
Mhm.
I'm thinking about like my across the street neighbor owned like a spackle company. My next door neighbors were police, like he was like a undercover like narcotics officer and stuff. And I'm
Really?
realizing now
That's the guy who was calling Foley.
yeah.
That was
Funny story. So I grew up with he was the father. I used to hang out with his kids because they were like closer to my age. And I went away to college, and then I went into the city for college, and then my family moved. My mom moved down to Florida, so I hadn't gone back I hadn't seen him in years. And then I was in Times Square, like transferring trains, and I saw him like on the job. He was like working with a couple other police officers, and I came up to him and was like, I was like fucking 18 or something, and I was like, "What's up, Sam?" And like patted his shoulder and like give him like a "Hey, how are you?" And like he just gave me like this look of being like he initially was very alarmed and then kind of decompressed and was like, "Yeah, usually we don't let people touch us when we're on the job."
Yeah, we don't let idiots run up and like fucking
Attack
smack
us.
our ass. Yeah, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You give us noogies.
But yeah, I realized also.
Fucking Feeney almost got this guy clipped.
Yeah.
He's standing there with 4 Dominican guys in suits. Hey, Mr. Peterson.
Yeah.
Good to see ya.
You still on the job? You still busting those criminals? Hey, how are you guys?
You wearing a wire? What do you got? What are you wearing a wire right now? You know this guy? This guy's a killer right there.
Feeney pulls the thing from Blow and decks him. Guy trying to grab my dick. Guy grab my dick. You see that guy grab my dick?
Dude, and I realized
College kid trying to grab my prick. What the fuck?
we called it so Center Reach was the town because it was right in the middle of Long Island, but it always was referred to as like Center Rico, which I always thought was this like cool, like we're like tough, like yo, we go Center Rico. And then I'm realizing now it's just because everybody was Puerto Rican. I realized it was a heavily my neighbors were Puerto Rican. Everybody was Puerto Rican. Like that was a weird thing. We grew up with diversity, but a weird type of diversity. Like I always was friends with like a ton of Spanish kids, a ton of Puerto Rican kids, a ton of Asian and Filipino kids. But there weren't like. And a lot of like so many Jewish and Italian people that like I couldn't even tell them apart, you know, because Jewish Long Island, Italian Long Island, they're the same fucking thing. But we didn't have like I had like 3 black friends that were in my neighborhood, and the rest of that was like that was the only thing where it lacked some diversity.
Yeah.
Did you eat over the Spanish kids' houses for dinner?
Yeah,
it's good eating.
A lot. Well, they had 5 kids because, of course, and it was a lot of like, it would be like
slid that in there.
It would be like rice and beans and stuff, which I loved because I never had that at my house. But problem was I was like such a crazy eater when I was a kid. I would get so hungry. I'd be like eating like plates full, and then they were babysitting me, and they had to eventually be like, "Yeah, we got to save food for the rest of the family." You're like eating all of our.
Yeah, you're eating the family share.
Yeah. And I'm like,
he is a big eater, man. He does eat a lot.
Love to eat.
What's your what are you, Spider-Man? What's your metabolism at?
I'm blessed with a very high metabolism for now, though, because my dad is 6'1", 280, and so he was not. Yeah, and he used to be my size. But here's the thing: he worked at UPS for a while when I was growing up, so he was like manual labor, was in that kind of shape. And then he transitioned, he ended up quitting that, became a stockbroker. And ever since then he's been sitting down for 20 years. So now it's just all Guinness, and he's never belonged to a gym, you know?
By the way, what a fucking career change. What goes from UPS to fucking stockbroker? What is this?
Yeah, he's like a senior wealth advisor now. He was literally he was in UPS. He decided to quit with his buddy to start a small business, and then right after they both quit, it was a 2-prong effect of the guy who he was going into business with got cold feet and backed out, and then also he found out that if he had stayed at UPS for another, I don't know, couple months or whatever, they all got crazy promoted. So he tried to not avoid a quick narrow mental breakdown there and a midlife crisis, but then came out the other side much better for it, I guess.
Did your dad go to college?
So he went to a bunch of different colleges. I know he went to he bounced around. He did a year at Wisconsin. He went to NYU for a little while, but I know he got his master's from Dowling, which is no longer a school anymore. It was a Long Island school. And they would always play this.
Sounds like a dish soap company.
Yeah, they would always play this commercial, and it had this little song theme that they would go. And they would go, Dowling's the college on a river bank, on banks of the whole wide world. And I don't even know what that meant, but that was the song that they would play every 40 seconds, and now it's out of business.
The reason I asked is because my brother, he worked on Wall Street for about 15 years or so, and the dudes that I always liked the most, all of the people that he would bring around, were the guys like that who got into it later and some of them didn't go to college. If they got in in their 40s and the 80s or the 90s, they weren't college guys. They were street guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I fucking love that shit.
They were used to selling washing machines and stuff.
Exactly.
Selling financial, that's easy. It's tough.
Going out to dinner.
Selling a Kenmore double unit,
Sell me this pen.
Yeah, exactly. Going out to dinner with them was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some questions here and find out Mr. Feeney. Not looking good so far. Not going to lie. Kippy, you want to kick it off?
I got one for you. Have you ever worn an article of Echo or G Unit clothing?
Close. Back in 7th grade, I had a FUBU jacket, which was my. I got a story behind it too. It was my favorite jacket. My mom bought it for me at like Marshalls or Kmart or something.
Sure.
And actually, it's probably a Bob's discount store, not the furniture store. But so she got me this. It was this reversible, fleece-lined, waterproof outside, like red fucking jacket. And I love this thing. And I went to public school up until 7th grade, and then I went to this weird private school for 2 years, and then I went to a different private school for high school. But the 7th grade was my first day of 7th grade, and the school went from 7th grade to 12th grade, which is way too many grades, because if you're a 7th grader, a senior is fucking, they're monsters.
They're grown men compared to children. Yeah.
Yes. So I get off the bus and I'm walking into the auditorium for like the first day on this new school of like meeting everything. And as I was walking into the building, I can't ever forget it. There was like 2 or 3 like senior dudes who were both black, and they just stopped me and were like, you know what that jacket means? And I was like, comfortable. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then he just was like, and they all literally leaned over me. They looked like the Monstars from Space Jam, how much taller they were than me. They were like, it's for us, by us. And I was like, okay, well, I don't ever need to wear this coat again. And then I never wore it again.
See you later, African Americans.
Yeah, big gulp, huh? Well, see ya. That's just my.
That's crazy, because I asked, because of, a lot of white trash kids, suburbs, like outside of the cities at that age, because I think we're about the same age. Echo and G Unit, like that was like the coolest shit. I would have never thought to ask for a fucking FUBU shirt. I
didn't ask for it. My mom just probably.
I know, but I'm saying I never would have thought to ask on this show, have you ever worn a FUBU shirt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I also had
crazy.
I went through that trend of like the huge like Jenko jeans and shit like that.
Jenkos, you're trying. We're just gonna find out what level of
style, dude. Don't judge what was in.
I'm telling you, there's no way a fucking Kennedy went to school wearing Jenkos and a FUBU jersey.
He would have if he had the option. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Nobody at Spence rocking Jenko jeans.
Nobody in Mensa by accident wore a FUBU shirt in front of black guys. I know that much.
Mikey, you ever wear sunglasses on top of your baseball hat?
Never in my life.
No? You ever wear a bandana under a baseball hat?
No. I'm such an infrequent hat guy that when I wear hats, that's the only thing I'm wearing.
Okay.
Growing up, there was a couple of white kids in my junior high or high school that wore do-rags.
Well, I will say.
Were they going bald?
Oh.
No.
They were just thought they wanted to be black.
Because my Puerto Rican neighbors were his cousin, one of their cousins would come from Brooklyn all the time and hang out, and he always wore a do-rag. So we were at the mall. He convinced me. I bought a do-rag in one of these kiosks, but I never wore it because once I got it home, I realized like that it wouldn't do for my hair what it does for his.
Sure, yeah. It's functional, yeah.
Yeah.
White dudes wear them.
That wave,
Yeah. White dudes wear them as like, yo, this is cool because black guys wear it. Black guys wear. I mean, as it's functional.
Right.
You can see Feeney walking around the mall looking like JB Smooth.
Yeah. What the fuck you talking about, Larry? I do a pretty good
that was a pretty good JB.
Larry, you fucking long bulb. That's what I'm talking about.
Alrighty, moving right along. I was going to ask you, do you have a sectional couch that has a built-in coaster system in it? But you already got the love seat with the robo kick.
It's a 3-person, baby. Love seats too. We got luxury. Plush, Raymore and Flanagan.
Ooh, R&F.
That's Garbaggio.
That's good. That's good quality.
They got payment plans. What are you talking about?
That's because it's so expensive.
Yeah, for poor people.
Yeah. None of you guys can afford Raymore and Flanagan. You look down upon me with your noses.
That's why I don't shop there. If I did shop there, it would be on a payment plan. I'm more of an IKEA used section myself.
Yeah, I've never got a piece of furniture that I don't have to put together myself to some degree. Even my parents.
You
this
put them
computer
together?
chair I bought from Staples, and I paid the extra money to have them put it together.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It saves you the headache for sure. I mean, dude, every time I plan to put a bed together, I almost fucking killed my wife.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Have you ever tried to sell weed?
Of course. What? Are you kidding? I was in college. I was in college and smoked weed. However, everybody who smokes weed, I didn't start smoking weed till I was like a senior in high school. So nobody that starts smoking around that age doesn't have the thought of like, but if I buy it in bulk, that means I only got to sell until that. I was doing like weed math all the time.
Sure, of course,
I tried to sell in college for a little while, and then I got like, it was like I buy like an ounce. Like it wasn't even like a lot. And then try and just split it up, sell like grams to people. And then immediately at like house parties, I was like, oh, this will be great at house parties. I'll fucking make some cash. And then they were like, people would be like, this is where we sell. We're like the weed guys here. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just smoke the rest of it then. That's fine.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll just smoke all this. Sounds good, bro.
That's always what happens. You end up smoking way too much of it.
Wait, so you got muscled out of you got muscled off the corner?
I got muscled off the corner, dog.
Yeah, the chess club really gave it to him. Yeah. Hey, beat it, Feeney.
This is a Stringer named Bell over here.
This is a guy, yeah. Dude, this is a guy named Tex. He was like a big fucking Texas football, bleach blonde, dirty blonde hair, big like grizzled thing. He was he liked to scrap.
Dude, I don't fuck with anybody named Tex. Anybody that goes by the name Tex, you operate in any way you want to operate, big man. Yep. That's all you.
Especially if they're not from Texas. That's even weirder.
Now, he was garbage. He's the reason that I've never done cocaine, because I watched him at a house party one time. It was one of those house parties that was like really late at night. It was getting to the early morning hours, and I guess a bunch of people started to leave, but then a bunch of people went into the kitchen, and it was only him and I in the living room, and he just set up like 6 rails and then just did them one by one, and then just was like staring at me afterwards, and I'm like, that's the grossest thing I've ever seen. I don't need to do that, I don't think.
Oh man, Foley, only if you met Tex back in the 90s. you wouldn't be where you're at right now. I know that much.
Hey, Coke's gross. Am I right, kids?
Yeah. Dude, it also was in college when I realized all my friends were doing blow like a lot, like on the weekends and shit, and Wednesdays, whatever. It's $1 beers, so you get everybody would do blow, like, and we'd stay up till, I never did it, but we would stay up till 7 a.m. drinking. And then after like, a year or two of that, I'm like, oh, they're only up because of the blow. I'm like, I'm just an alcoholic. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, it would be like 6 a.m. They're all like fucking strung out. And I'm like barely keeping my eyes open. I'm like, I gotta keep drinking. Just like a fucking lunatic.
You feel like a kid where you're like, isn't it cool how late we're staying up?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, let's party. They're all like, yeah, let's start a business, dude. I'm like, okay. That's when you know you have a drinking problem, when you're down with the crazy Coke ideas.
That's funny. Feeney, you never smoked, did you, cigarettes?
No, because I smoked weed before cigarettes, so I never got the appeal. I've smoked probably like less than a pack my entire life. In college, I would like be drunk outside of a bar and someone would give me one, but I never bought one of my own. I never got it.
Okay, all right.
I know you like the sauce. You're a big, you're an Irish man by heart. You like drinking pops every now and then. Mm-hmm. Do your parents drink? And if so, what do they drink?
They do. My dad is forever was like a beer guy, but
what
like
beer?
Budweiser, heavy, and Guinness. I mean, he could recite the entire Budweiser label. Those. It's like this is Budweiser, the proud America. Blah, blah, blah. It's like 6 lines. Him and his friends used to like get drunk and like recite it to each other, and whenever you get it wrong, drink. But no, he was a big into that. He doesn't like light beers. He started getting into craft beer a little bit, but he's not he'll have one, but it's not his preference. But now he's trying to look after his figure a little bit more. So he's switching. He has like gin and tonics or vodka sodas.
Classy, middle of the road, not too shabby. All right.
Yeah.
Kippy, why did you make that face about the Budweiser? He was, were you expecting something different? He worked at UPS and the stockbroker. What do you think he was going to say? Moscow Mules? Big Mai Tai guy.
Yeah, big Stella guy. Who knew? No, I just, Budweiser can walk in both worlds. Budweiser can be trashy if you're trash, or, hey, Bud Heavies are a fucking American drink, and I'm a patriot from time to time.
I'll tell you what, you get a fucking nice Bud bottle in the summer that's screaming cold. Woo!
Ain't nothing wrong with a BH, Daddy-O. Ain't nothing wrong.
I'm listening.
Set me up with 2.
All right, I got another one. Growing up, did you or any of your relatives have horseshoe pits in your backyards?
No, we did not. That was not a thing.
Oh my God!
Wait,
Kippy.
Wait a minute.
Kippy with the grand jury testimony.
I think actually my grandfather, my grandparents' house, they would put one out for party.
Man, that is some white trash shit right there, dude.
Mr. Feeney, do not lie. Did you or did you ever not have a horseshoe pit?
In their defense, though, they were born in 1920, so that was like all of the fun you could have back then.
Sure. There was no video games. Dude, yeah. I remember we had my dad's house. We were having a big barbecue, and he's like, I'm doing it. And we went out and we built these. We built them. We dug. We put sand. We put wood.
Oh, no. We didn't
dude,
do that.
I thought we were the fucking coolest kids on the block. Now looking back, we were trash.
I used to bartend at my grandparents' youth. They used to have a big like wedding anniversary party every year, and I would bartend at like 7. I was making scratch.
Yeah, dude, trying to wet your beak. You say, hey, you need a Michelob? I got you. What do you need? What do you need? Yeah.
Yeah, something that determines how trashy you are is at what age did you learn how to pour a draft beer?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, draft. I never had really. My uncle had like a keg.
Or like out of the I got the keg, but my dad, somebody at some point in high school, my dad had converted like this 1950s fridge to a beer meister, and that thing sat in our garage for like 25 years. So anytime there was a party and the pitchers had to get filled up, they'd send me and my brother to do it. Right. And, like we learned how to keep it on an angle and all that.
Keep it at an angle. Yeah, I don't respect somebody who can't pour a beer.
Oh, of course.
You give them that bottle and the glass, and then you just fucking look 2 ounces. 2 minutes later, they have 2 ounces of beer, 9 ounces
yeah,
ahead.
And you're like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. The people born with a silver spoon in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeesh.
What about the sloppy Joe, Feeney? How do you feel about the sloppy Joe?
Was never a fan.
I was going to ask him that. I had that thought today. I'm like, Sloppy Joe just by name is trash.
Yeah, it's a very camp thing to have, you know? I've had Sloppy Joes. My mom has absolutely made Sloppy Joes.
Like Manwich out of a can.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
trash.
No, actually, I think my mom homemade it. My mom's
if your sandwich comes in a can, it's fucking trash, okay?
What about people who have tuna?
Depends on the application of the said tuna.
Okay. Chicken of the sea, tuna salad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not winning any Nobel fucking prizes for sure, but it's is that all we have now? It's either you're trash or you're getting you're a laureate? Is there no in between?
I had a can of tuna yesterday.
Yeah, but you ate it with the fork out of the can.
He ate the whole can, actually.
I always put a little bit of mayo and relish in it. That's how I do my tuna salad.
Relish? Interesting.
Yeah, it's good. And I tell you what, if Sloppy Joes are wrong, I don't want to be right.
Here's my sandwich with
tuna. Because a good Sloppy Joe on a regular hamburger bun with a couple of fucking kettle-cooked chips and a fucking nice cold soda.
I was just about to tell you my tuna salad recipe, which is a little bit of mayo. I cut up some celery and some red onion. But then my favorite thing to put on it, on some toast with tuna salad, is Lay's sour cream and onion with that little crunch in there, the chips on the sandwich.
Chips on a sandwich is pretty garbage, but it's fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, chips on a sandwich. Good fucking night. All day long.
Yeah.
And while we're on this tip, I might as well ask you this because I got this in the chamber. And this goes out to both of you. You know what I mean? It's a general question.
I'm familiar with how podcasting works. Continue.
If you're having chips and salsa, okay, or any kind of chips and dip, and you get down to the end of the bag where the crumbs are, and you're at the end of the dip, have you ever taken those chips, dumped them into the dip, and then ate the stuff with a spoon?
I honestly never even considered that for a second. I've done something maybe worse, which is I just grab as much of a clump in my fingertips and dip my fingertips dripping down and then like that.
Man, the end of a bag of fucking Tostitos will show you who you really fucking are.
Sad, pathetic life, my friend.
Oh, my God.
The abyss staring back at you.
Yeah. I never thought to make a fucking Jell-O pudding with chips that you have.
It's great.
I would lie if I said I've done both of those in recent history, for sure. Yeah. Oh, man, if there's just not a mirror at the bottom of that bag of chips showing you what you fucking hate about yourself. Oh, God.
What are you doing to yourself?
Foley, you're 700 pounds. What are you doing?
Oh, my God, that's too funny.
That's great. Let's see.
I got something.
One. Okay,
go ahead, Kip. Kip,
right,
please, go ahead.
Okay, all righty.
Good cop, bad cop, this punk.
Have you ever put a sound system in your car or a head unit, which was
Yes,
real
he has.
big
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Buddy, you're talking to a guy who lived in Long Island, So I not only had one, but I worked at Best Buy. So I got this crazy discount. My first car was a 1988 Buick Skyhawk, which is not a Skylark. That's the one they kept making. This was a Skyhawk that I got for free that my cousin was going to donate to charity, but instead gave it to me as my first car. And I put a 12-inch subwoofer in there, a Pioneer amplifier. I put about like $700 or more of sound system into a thing that only had a radio until that point and had like manual locks. Like it was just the oldest car, but it fucking bumped.
Dude. That thing rattled. I love it.
I could see that. You ever wear a hat sideways? I bet you wore a hat sideways, didn't you?
I maybe tried after watching The Fresh Prince, but it always hurt my head. It was too
it never made sense to me either. Yeah.
I tried to, I don't have a hat in here, but I tried to engineer my own style, which was, how did I wear it? I wore it like,
I've seen pictures of this, by the way.
The brim
floating around the internet,
like way up into the you know what I mean? It was like an off to the side and up kind of a thing. But what was that was the thing though. Growing up in Long Island, everybody did that with their cars though. Like everybody would buy like a 1992 Honda Civic and then put $6,000 into it, so that way you would know how cool you looked when you died in a drinking and driving accident.
Yeah, of course, dude. Of course. I remember, dude. I had a 95 or 6 Chevy Lumina first car. Got the keys right to fucking Best Buy. Got some fucking Pioneer 6x9s. Threw them in the back. Got a new head unit. Fucking good night. Killing it.
You worked at Best. You ever steal from work when you were a kid?
No, but I did get fired.
Why, are you trying to get some speakers, Foley?
I got fired for theft from Best Buy, but I didn't actually steal. So it was a weird time when I was working there. I was like
the only innocent man in Shawshank. Mike Sweeney, everybody. Get out of here. Who are you talking to?
Well, listen, this is a two-pronged thing. So
it's just gonna be Feeney and Cannon down in San Juan Teneo on a beach.
So I was in a
playing chess together.
Yeah, I was a seasonal employee there, so it was like right during Black Friday when it was very busy.
Hold on, that's garbage right there. If you've ever been a seasonal employee, you're trash.
That's just a 16-year-old trying to get some money for his subs. All right, So they right at the same time they had this huge problem with theft where they were like finally were able to like target. It was like this really tight investigation they were having, and they've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars to like an inside job. So they were looking at it closely, and so around that time I was in the back in the warehouse, and I noticed all of these like Xbox games had been like cut open, and the discs were just missing. It was just the cases, and I was back there and I was looking for something else, but I was like, holy shit, these games are all missing. And then I'm like, here I am touching them. I don't want to be accused of this. So I walked them right up from the back. I walked them right up to the manager and was like, hey, this is all in the back. Look at this. And they were like, oh, thank you so much for bringing it to our attention. And then that week I went down to North Carolina for, I think, Thanksgiving or something like that. And then, or maybe it was for like Christmas. And then they called me while I was there, telling me that I was like fired, and I knew other people that worked there, and they told me that they checked the tapes, and from the tapes the camera's in the way back of the warehouse pointing this way, so they only saw my back, and then they saw me touching these games, and then they saw the game cartridges empty. So then they thought they thought that I was this mastermind that was stealing these Xbox games and being like, wasn't me because I'm turning it into you know? So
that is a pretty good play though. Looking back,
it would be. Yeah. And listen, I did steal because what they would have like CDs, whenever the CDs cases would get cracked, even if the CD was okay, they would say to throw it in the garbage. So rather than throw it, I took some like Jimmy Eat World CDs and a couple other things. But then it turns out the guy that actually was stealing everything, who stole over $200,000 worth of product in the 10 years he worked there, was this guy in the camera department who they fucking loved, who was named A-Rod, ironically, cheater. And he was like the beloved, like, you want to be like this model employee. And that was the guy who was stealing.
Now, did you ever hunt this guy down and get your revenge for setting you up?
I mean, I was all right. You know, he was like, it was that guy had a lot more to lose. I think that guy went to jail. He must.
Because it reads like a fucking Keanu Reeves movie. I like
a real felony. Yeah. Dude. Well, I didn't really care about the job that much, you know.
In high school, my buddy used to work at Foot Locker and talk about garbage. He would tell us, he'd be like, yeah, well, he needed cash, right? Everybody was stealing everything. But when he needed a little bit of fucking scratch, he would tell everybody in school, you know what I mean? He'd be like, yo, I'm running, come through the mall tonight. I'm running the 2 for $70 deal, which is where you have to know your size. You don't get to try them on, but you walk in and you go, I'll take those and those. And he would go, and you would tell him the sizes. He would come out with them already in a bag, come up to the register, give you like a fake thing. You hand him the cash. And like we would just get shoes 2 for $70. You just couldn't take Jordans or Tims because they had like their own inventory system for those. Like they double checked those. But like any Nikes or Reeboks or anything, you could just go and we just get fucking shoes. That's and then sick. They finally got caught. They were like, yeah, they were down like, $400,000 in merchandise after like 6 months.
Dude,
we'd go in and would just
like
be like
prison for that. That's like a high felony.
I think somebody did because then they would all steal from each other. Like the jersey store, like Sports Favorites would trade you jerseys for shoes. Lids would trade you this for that. It was all crazy. The dynamics of mall theft is real trashy.
My buddy worked for a kiosk in the mall for a Proactive, and he stole, thousands and thousands of dollars.
What's Proact? Oh, the
acne face cream.
He was moving that. What the fuck? That's trashy.
Dude,
can I talk to you girls for a second over here? And
got
a couple of blemishes.
Now he's trash. I mean,
hey, pizza face, get your ass over here.
He's one of those guys that grew up on my block that they had a porch. You had to because their house was like a little elevated. You needed to like go up a stairs and a porch to get to their front door. So it was probably like if you were standing was at like eye level, the bottom of the door. And they never had the porch until I was like 15. So they just kept going in through their backyard or garage every day. It took them like over a decade to build it. Yeah.
That's fucking, if you get him on here, that's trash.
Under construction. I like that.
You know what was another one? Has anyone in your family have you or anybody in your family tried to sell Cutco knives?
No, we were not knife salesmen.
That was a big one. Door-to-door pyramid scheme knife salesman.
Well, I do have some of my kids that I grew up on the block with are way, way, way into Amway.
What's Amway?
Amway is the other pyramid scheme where you sell like the fucking like supplements. They used to just sell like soap, and now they sell like supplements.
Everything,
and they'll sell like energy drinks, and then it's all weirdly associated with like church and stuff. So it's very gaudy and all that.
I don't get you.
Yeah.
Wait, you have friends that are doing that?
Yeah, that are like high level like medallion diamond members, which I guess means they've taken advantage of enough people. I don't understand. I don't know how any of it works.
That's real creepy.
Yeah, dude, I went one time to I was like in college or whatever, and they were like, I saw it in the newspaper, like, hey, sales, paid training, come in. So I went in, there was like 30 schmucks all sitting in there with like, your dad's suit on or whatever. Like everybody was like, oh, if I can get a sales job inside, it'd be good, Yeah. Like these were all blue collar guys trying to get a white collar job.
It's usually how it works.
And the guy was like, he just got money from, it was like Flavia, it was like M&M. I don't know. It was just some fucking bullshit like blender we had to hawk on people. And he's like, listen, he brought me and he goes, listen, you hired. I go, oh, great, man. Thank you so much. Like, this is awesome. And he goes, all right, just give me a check for $288 for the machine up front, and then you're good. I'm like, I'm not paying you to work here.
Isn't that weird idiot? When you have to pay to work somewhere?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is no way.
I almost got recruited into Scientology when I was in college in Seattle.
Dude, do you like what they had to say?
We went out to Seattle for spring break because we were thinking about moving out there in the summer, me and my buddy, just to spend the summer out there. And we were wandering around looking for jobs, and like we didn't even notice anything. We walked by this building.
That's how old Foley is, when you could wander around and look for jobs.
Anybody hiring here?
I'm strong as an ox, and I get up early every morning. Anybody hiring?
I'm strong as an ox, and I've worked down by the docks. So let me.
We walked into this place. And like this like smoking hot lady came up to us and just like hypnotized us immediately and was just like, oh, we're interested in looking for people. And they had us take this test, and like we took the test, and like we were sitting there, and like just like she was just asking us all these questions, and like I don't know.
The thing where you held the theta blockers?
The thumb, yeah, what was that? Where it tells you you're gay or whatever?
Yeah, I got electrodes hooked up to my head. I'm just looking for something part-time, guys.
You have anything seasonal?
Yeah.
That's what you were looking for.
Just trying to get a new head unit. Just anything.
Hey, you guys offer Betty's? What's the deal here?
Yeah.
No, and then all of a sudden, like, we put it together, like, because she went out and then like brought this other guy in, like the next level guy, to like talk to us. And
Are you happy?
And yeah, something like that. And I remember we turned around and we saw Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard's book, like on a wall, like a bunch of them. And then we both looked at each other like it was like something out of fucking Tommy Boy, like, let's get out of here.
Dude,
and we fucking took off out the door.
I didn't know.
I was this close.
I didn't know what Scientology was until like the South Park episode of Scientology. I think like,
Yeah,
it was
same
like
here.
4 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If in the 90s I stumbled into some place with some hot chick, ask me if I'm happy, I would have for sure joined.
I am now.
Because when I was a kid, all you saw was the book, the commercial for the book, Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. And it was like volcanoes blowing up. And you're like, I thought it was just like a science fiction book.
Here's how stupid
absolutely
I am. Yeah, it absolutely is science fiction. I thought at first his name was Elron. Like I didn't know it was L. Ron. I thought it was Elron.
He was Superman.
Yeah, like ELRON, Elron.
Little known fact: the L actually stands for LaQuisha.
Ah, really? I didn't know he was German.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull it back here a little bit. Couple of simple questions for you, Feeney.
Okay.
But they're important. Do you shave before you take a shower or after you take a shower?
There's only one way to shave, and it's obviously after.
No.
I shave before. You're supposed to shave after.
No, you shave before.
No, you don't. You shave after because when your face, when the hot water starts to loosen up and make your
pores
face
open up. Yeah.
Yes, your pores
which makes it easy to shave. You're supposed to shave after. I shave
before. But then you still have little pieces of hair everywhere.
No, you don't. What? This is the longest my facial hair I think has ever been in my life. So I usually keep it pretty clean shaven. So I'm not working with a ton much. It takes me less than 3 minutes to shave.
Yeah. What about a haircut? Can you go get a haircut and then go out for the night, or you got to take a shower right after you get a haircut?
It depends. I'd prefer to take a shower if I can because I hate the little pieces of hair. But sometimes they do a really good job fucking cleaning it,
taping you up. Yeah.
But I will say this: I don't go to barbershops. I go to salons.
You do?
Yeah. Salons just know what I need. Okay.
Get a shampoo? Okay. You get a shampoo?
You get a shampoo. You get a head massage. You get a free drink while you're waiting. Could be wine. Could be cucumber water. Could be whatever you want. Could be champagne. And also, barbershops don't have layering scissors. My problem, this is like the most, first world problems. My hair actually gets too thick. So I have to have it thinned out.
Oh, must be
wow,
terrible.
Really? That's awesome.
Must be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a hair donor. You should talk to Feeney.
Yeah, it's just too thick and lustrous. I'm not sure what I could, right now you can see it gets like, if I grew all it out, it just looks like a big helmet.
Yeah, listen, I go to a fucking barbershop, a guy who barely speaks English, like a man. You and the other queens can stay at the hair salon, all right?
Well, that's why you're low rent. You know what I mean? It's like,
Kippy's only in there. Kippy's only in there for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
he doesn't even sit down.
Yeah, he takes care of me at the
dandelion hair. If you just fucking a strong wind, all of a sudden you're like, ah.
Oh, dude. Before my hair even started thinning in the front, I was in I was in college, freshman year of college. My buddy was shaving my head. He's like, dude, you have like doll's hair. He's like, this is like baby hair. What the fuck? It's so thin. It's tough. I know.
Brutal.
Did your mom ever cut your hair when you were a kid?
She tried once and butchered it so bad that it was like a scarring moment for us. Like,
here's real garbage. Here's real garbage. Did you ever cut your mom's hair?
No, God, no. But my mom also worked in salons growing up. That's why I go to salons. I was very comfortable there, so I would always get like free haircuts by like professional hairstylists.
That's too funny.
That's pretty good.
Kippy, you got one more? We'll get this guy off the hook.
I got one more. I'm trying to think of how to stick the landing here because I know he's garbage, but I want to know how much.
I have something that I feel like will really incriminate me.
All right, I got two quick ones. Just all right. Has anyone in your family owned a waterbed?
My parents first.
My parents. That's it. The knockout punch. Good night.
That just means they were fucking, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
And then me.
You had theirs? You didn't get theirs, did you?
No. We both had water beds in the house at the same time. I went from
you guys in the Navy? What the fuck's going on?
I went from a car bed I went from a car bed.
You were one of those kids?
I was like a red convertible car bed.
Oh, so you were rich.
I went from a car bed to a water bed. That's what I went to. I went right to 70s porn star. I skipped everything.
That's insane.
Water beds are the greatest thing on the planet. They're great for your back. They're also, there's nothing better than when I used to crank the AC to it'd be like 62 degrees. And then you're laying on 101 degrees worth of water.
It's heated,
and it's just, you fucking tuck in and it's like so hot, but then it's freezing. It was the greatest. It was the greatest thing.
Dude, water beds were, I had one in high school, man.
They're the shit. They're so awesome.
That's
Can
insane.
you still get them?
I'm sure you can still get them.
Not new. They're not. I bet. I'll put my fucking money on the line. They're not making new water beds. No
so
way.
Awesome. Yeah, we had a water. We both. Our whole family. We were a waterbed family.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. We were a waterbed family. Dude, you are fucking trash. You're your whole family are fucking garbage people.
You mix a little lice into that mix, you got fucking serious
Never
problems.
had lice. Never
had lice?
No,
I had
but
it twice.
But we did have, this is going to really, I think, incriminate me. We did have a pool, so classy.
Depends.
Above ground pool.
You're among friends, my friend. You're among friends.
Not here. I was a in-ground pool kind of guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the second guest in a row that had an above-ground pool. And I'll tell you what, it's like I tell everybody, Mikey, I prefer them. Okay.
Really?
I prefer them.
This is what I've said. He tries to die on this fucking mountain every time we talk.
I don't want to hit my head on some concrete.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It's all rock and marble in there.
We would go pool partying at my neighbor's house who had the in-ground pool and a diving board. Mine was like, hey, you guys want to climb into my tub with me? You know,
yeah. No way, dude. No,
you gotta take a ladder up. And then then when you try and take the ladder, the whole side's gonna get off balance. You're gonna fall in the pool.
Dude, you can't swim. Well, you can't do laps in a fucking above ground pool.
No, but I tell you what, you can do an above ground pool that you can't do in a.
I know where you're going, and I fully agree. Make the whirlpool, baby.
Oh yeah,
dude, you get a fucking mean whirlpool going, an above ground pool. Try to swim the other way as a little kid.
Classy as shit.
Who cares if you can't afford Dorney Park? You got it right in your backyard, baby.
Fuck a Six Flags, baby. Let's do it.
Mike Feeney, buddy, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And I think we determined kids garbage.
I'm going 72.33% garbage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say you're 85% garbage, but because I'll tell you what, now he knows what he's doing. He makes when he's at home, he makes nice cocktails. When he goes out, he knows how to handle himself in a restaurant. He always gives me good. This guy has never missed with a restaurant tip. In a story of where to go to with my girl. I'm telling you, I call him every time.
The salon, I mean, you were 100%. The salons, that's a classy thing to do. You know, you did have a motorized couch. It's broken. I'll look past that a little bit. You know,
I'm an enigma. You know,
he takes good care of himself. He's got the decorations hanging in the room. I see. He's 72.33. I'll go.
And by the way, I forgot to tell you, Mike, Nick at the waterbed store told me to tell you to say hello. Okay, thank you for the business.
Yeah,
of course.
Mikey, what do you have coming up? You got a new Patreon that you're doing with Mr. Mike Cannon and our good pal Brendan Sagalow?
Yes, we started a new Patreon podcast since the world has ended and comedy is no more and none of us have any means of income. And we're doing a Patreon podcast called What's the Scenario? And in that, we tackle various like what if scenarios, hypotheticals that we fucking talk about, which quickly devolves into all of us fighting. We launched it a week ago, so check that out. But if you want to check out some free stuff, just to dip your toe in the Mike Feeney water and see if before you want to commit, you can
in the Mike Feeney above ground pool.
Yeah, if you want to climb in and then dip your toe. MikeFeeneyComedy.com at I am Mike Feeney on social media. Irish Goodbye Podcast is free. And also Rage Against the Routine is the album, available now everywhere.
Very nice. I love it, buddy. Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Thanks
Kippy,
for having me. This is great.
What do we got to tell them?
Guys, I cannot stress enough. Thank you so much for all the support we've received so far, getting this off the ground. All the rating, reviewing, subscribing, really appreciate it. If you haven't, please do already. Please share with a friend. Help us keep this pushing this ball up the hill. We really appreciate it. Follow me on all social medias at Kevin Ryan Comedy.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back with a brand new episode of Are You Garbage? And don't forget to check out your daily dose of the Hard Feelings podcast with me and Kevin Ryan every single fucking day of the quarantine. We are going to be there for you. We thank you guys again so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
See ya.
See you, boys.
See you guys.
Great job. Coming at you from beautiful Astoria, Queens, right here in the epicenter of it all, baby. My co-host coming at you from an undisclosed location somewhere in southern New Jersey is our old pal, Kippy, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, what's up, gang? Happy to be here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, quick reminder, please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, YouTube. Thank you for everybody leaving reviews and comments and subscribing. We appreciate it. Keep doing that, and tell a friend, tell a pal to check out the show as well.
Let them know, gang. Come on with us. And our very special guest today, we go way back to where Moses wore short pants. She's an absolute get. We are so happy to have her here. JFL Comedy Festival in Montreal, Canada. Documentary series on Amazon Prime. And most recent, Bill Burr's The Ringers on Comedy Central. She's an excellent stand-up comedian, performed all over the country. Our good pal, Rosie Shaker Baker, Rosebud Baker, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Happy to be here. I was late. I'm sorry. I fucking adopted a puppy yesterday.
That's awesome.
That's what happened.
I just saw, I sat down to look at my, to like open up my computer. And I was looking at my phone. And I saw you just posted a picture of the puppy like 25 minutes ago. And I'm like, oh, there is no way she's going to be on time. I'm like, I literally in my head, I'm like, dude, she just got a puppy. There's no way she's on time.
I saw the puppy. I want to eat it.
I was honestly, we might have to. We're out in Los Angeles. You can't fucking get groceries here. I don't know how it is there, but you can't get groceries here without waiting in a line for like that wraps around a building. Wow. So this dog's going to be lucky if she makes it a week. She's looking pretty delicious.
She's so cute. What'd you name her?
We named her Mouse.
Okay, that's respectable. You can tell a lot of garbage about people depending on what they name their dog.
Yeah, I know.
Pet names.
I know.
Real garbage. What do you think's the biggest garbage pet name?
I mean, the obvious is Fluffy. You know.
Oh, my buddy had a Fluffy growing up.
So did we. I had a Fluffy. I had a Fluffy that got hit by a car when I was real little.
If your dog's name was Fluffy, your mom you never saw your mom come home from work. Like you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? If I think Fluffy or like Spot is pretty fucking Spot. If your dog's name is Spot, you probably were on like part of the yacht club or some shit, you know, which is a different kind of garbage.
Mm-hmm. It's a little more Spot's like it's like ironically normal. Like crazy rich people have like oh, come here, Spot, because they want to feel like a normal person a little bit.
Name the dog Remington or something like that.
Right.
Oh, Remington.
Yes.
But Fluffy never made it out of the fire. Fluffy was always a casualty of that. We tried to go back in for Fluffy, but couldn't find him. Anyway, Rosie, it's great to have you here, buddy. As you said, you're out there on the coast. We're in the middle of the COVID-19 quarantine. Other than that, how are things out there? How you holding up?
I mean, it sucks. I came out here for pilot season. I was in the middle of shooting something. It was like a stand-up series for Netflix. I was fucking psyched about it. And, you know, we get a week into filming and they were like, yep, pack it up, go home. I was like, all right, great, fantastic.
Jesus, that fucking sucks.
And now they're like, you know, shoot some stuff on your phone as like a video diary. And I'm like, what are we doing here? I mean, that's some of that stuff can fucking take a hike. I've seen some of that on there. They did an SNL. They did an SNL last night with From Home. I don't know if anybody saw it. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm definitely gonna watch.
I can't foresee it being that great. I saw some of the late nights. I saw like Conan, who like I love Conan. I grew up on Conan. You respect it, you know. But like to see just like these people trying on their cell phones, I'm like, dude, what do we just do a rerun and pay your staff? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Exactly. I mean, I don't understand. It's like, why? I mean, the whole reason they're doing it is just so they don't have to pay a bunch of people their fucking royalties, you know?
Of course, yeah.
It sucks, but, you know, I think our industry's dead, and I'm going to learn how to cook. And
there you go.
I just hope to God that my eggs aren't dead, because that's the only option. It seems like I adopted a dog already. I got engaged. There's nothing else to do except have a kid. So, you know, I'm just going to make it happen.
We're back into the 70s. I think songwriting will become really big. I think rock music's going to come back in the next couple of years. That's what I predict. Rock music's going to come back. There's going to be a new Bruce Springsteen.
I'll tell you this, when we're finally out of here, I think the Me Too rules are going to go out the fucking window.
It's going to be lawless in the streets.
Are going to be assaulted in the streets.
Yes.
No one's going to be asking for a hug. Like,
no.
I'm going to be tackling my friends.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
How do you think that's all gonna play out? Because people are saying that like everything's gonna be changed forever. That's the first thing I want to do is hug and kiss people when I get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, if the whole city isn't burning and being looted, then yeah, that will be like my first priority. But I think it's gonna be like, I think New York and all the people that like moved there thinking like, oh, New York, it's such a tough city. Like, they're going to get the city that they heard about when they moved there.
You know what I mean? Take a turn, yeah.
It's going to be Summer of Sam, is what I'm saying. It's
that's awesome.
going to be nuts. I mean, you think it's awesome. It's going to be awful. It's going to be awful. Everyone
I know
that moved there that thinks, you know, like the in Brooklyn, who's like, you know, yeah, toughing it out in New York City. They're done. They're leaving. They're going to be gone. Because if they're either going to be gone or they're going to be stabbed. And I think that is what is going to happen. Like,
wow.
I think comedy is going to change like forever. I think people are going to want jokes again. I think people are going to, I mean, I don't know for sure. Or I think stand-up could just be done and it could be like podcasting. And it's
these are grim predictions by Rosebud.
Jesus, Rosebud, open a window, do something.
That's what's going to happen.
Play with the puppy a little bit.
You guys need to understand this. We're done.
No.
We're finished. Turn it in. You're finished.
Rosie's just trying to get us all to quit so she comes back high horsing it.
We're done.
I'm still holding out.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's actually, I think the people that are funny are going to stick around because they have nowhere else to go.
Sure.
So,
I also think like, what are like the open micers, like the people who have like, they just moved to New York and they're like, oh, I'm going to get into it. It's like, you were bad to begin with. And now you're going to take you know what I mean? You're going to take 6 months off or whatever. It's like, it's going to really thin the herd.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, podcasting is definitely something that's going to be hopefully pulling some income. Kippy, hit the Patreon.
Well, also now that Foley found out we can podcast from our homes, he's never going to leave the house ever.
Yeah, I kind of am loving the fact that I can do shit just from my house.
It's great. Yeah.
Like, if there was the option to go outside, that would be great. But since that's not an option, I'm good with this. This is fine.
Yeah, Foley, your new podcast can be my 600-pound podcast. They're gonna have to take you out of the house through the wall, like in a forklift
from my bed.
Yeah, they're gonna have to cut open your window and throw you off the roof like a couch that's too big.
But I'll be broadcasting the entire time, so that's that's premium content right there.
Yeah, that'll be behind the paywall for sure.
Oh yeah.
I've been feeling like a fat person, just like. Because every time I eat, I'm like, I know that I'm only fueling up to eat another meal. That's the only thing I'm doing. I know I'm going to have another full meal within the next 45 minutes.
I know, it's awesome. Foley's in heaven.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In heaven. I'm loving it. I'm singing in the kitchen, dancing around. The only problem is Go ahead.
Are you and your lady quarantined together?
Yeah, we're quarantined together. It's actually working out. We're having a good time. We're shopping. We're fucking cooking. It's going good.
No fucking way. Help.
Send help.
You're going,
please
help. Just hold up a sign that says 911.
Mail me a gun, please. Mail me a gun.
Where's that 3D printer at?
You're like, yeah, I ordered a 3D printer off Amazon for you.
And one bullet.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, 2
bullets. It's crazy. I mean, we seem to be doing pretty well. Me and Andy are doing okay. Like it's not.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations,
just got engaged.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Great
Thank
guy,
you.
that Andy Haynes. Tight little body on him too. Not gonna lie, kid's in shape.
Tight little bod.
He's got a swimmer's body. That guy.
Yes, he does.
I need you guys to see what he's just doing right now. Things are going great. Things are going real good.
Is he listening? Is he watching a show on his phone with his headphones on?
No, he's sleeping or trying to sleep, but I'm screaming in the living room. So, and it's fine. It's like we got engaged second day of quarantine, thinking,
this will be done in a week or something. Yeah.
We got divorced the fourth day. Currently seeing other people online.
We're both texting with several others. No, I think we dyed his hair orange, which is great because I feel like I'm fucking somebody else. And I don't know. I feel like we're gonna be fine. I'm not really worried about it, honestly.
That seems to be the quarantine move, is to dye the hair. I wanted to shave my head because I don't have anything. I mean, it's going to be a couple, you're saying it's going to be fucking 12 years, but the way I look at it, it's going to be a couple more months where I have to audition for anything. So why not shave the head? But Kippy was like, nah, not a good look.
Well, I mean, you don't have that much going for you. Yeah, man.
You're already a circle-shaped person. Why do you need your head to match?
Hey, I got feelings too over here.
The only thing you have going for you is your head of hair. That's legit the only thing you have.
You do have a fucking full head of hair.
You're going to take that off? You're going to look like a thumb.
Yeah.
Should I dye it?
He's not wrong. Dye it. If anything, just dye it.
Dye it like maybe frosted tips. Yeah.
Oh, some tips. That's what I'm talking about. I want to get some tips.
You're going to look like Joey Fatone left in a river.
Like they fished him out of the Hudson. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. I'm doing tips. I'm going to CVS tonight getting tips, getting fresh tips. It's going to be the new craze in post-apocalyptic New York.
You might as well. I mean, what the fuck? Who cares?
What about a show about a podcaster vigilante? We can pitch that in New York after this is all over. Like Nightcaller. You guys remember Nightcaller?
No, because we're not 80.
He said
it was a real
are fucking it's insane sometimes.
Keeping them current.
It was a real garbage 80s TV show that me and my mom used to love to watch together. She'd sit there and chain smoke Marlboro Lights and we'd watch Nightcaller. He was
everybody has a show that they would watch with their mom while their mom got drunk,
Yeah. That was anything on TV for me, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That was Saturday morning cartoons for Kippy.
You're like, that was my recital.
Yeah. Never forget that talent show. Thanks for coming, Mom.
MASH was a big one for us. That was me and my mom's show.
Dude, that's MASH. Insane that you watched Matt. Like, I don't even, to me, that's literally from the 1920s in my head.
Yeah.
It was never on when I was growing up, that was something that was on.
I watched the season finale. I watched the series finale of MASH, the highest rated television program of all time with my mom.
It's a great show. It's too bad she can't remember any of it, but
it's Ebron. Good stuff.
I used to watch ER with my mom, and I remember.
Yeah.
I didn't know that she was hammered the whole time, but every fucking week she would ask me. She'd be like, "So what happened last week?" Like she'd have to ask me to fill her in, and finally I learned what getting drunk was, and I was like, "This bitch is smashed."
Awesome. He's tanked.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So you forget what happened the week before. What's that George Clooney doing? I don't understand.
Wait, so they're all doctors? There's no idea what's going on in the show.
That was a show that my dad would walk by and watch me and my mom watch, and he'd be like, "How the fuck's they make anything done at this hospital? They're all fucking in bed together." He didn't understand it at all. All right, let's get into the game here. We have our very special guest, as everybody knows, our good pal, Rosebud Baker, also known on the streets of the West Village as Ribs Baker.
Yeah.
Our good pal, Ribs Baker.
My favorite nickname.
We're going to get into some questions here. We know she's an accomplished stand-up comedian. She's doing very well, but we have to find out, is she garbage? Kippy, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I know she comes from a pretty good family. She's got some good stock in her, you know what I mean? But, you know, she is a little rough around the edges. You know, she's got a bit of an attitude problem from time to time.
Keep it going. Let's hear it.
No, get it.
We'll get it all out.
I think she's not garbage. I definitely think she's definitely put a toe in the, you know, the garbage pool at times, I feel.
Maybe a garbage phase, but yes, I say without a doubt 100% no.
She's not garbage like you're garbage, Foley. Like that there's like, that's not the case.
There's levels.
Yes.
There's levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have some interesting questions here. We're going to find out. Rosie, thank you so much again for being here. Kippy, do you want to kick it off?
Yeah.
You want to do the basics with Rosie?
Yeah. Where did you grow up, by the way? I don't even know.
I grew up outside of DC in Alexandria, Virginia.
What?
Yeah.
That's where the Chavones are from.
I know. Yeah.
I thought you were an LA kid all the way.
No.
Really?
No,
yeah.
I knew she was East Coast. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
The plot thickens.
You don't get somebody this angry from the West Coast.
Dude, that's like years. That's generational alcoholism and East Coast attitude. Is you get Rosebud. You put that in a fucking combustion chamber. You get Rosebud. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. What grocery store did you go to growing up?
Safeway.
Safeway's a little dicey. That ain't good. I never seen a nice Safeway.
Paint me a picture here in Alexandria. Did you grow up in the burbs, right?
I grew up in the burbs. So Alexandria is like it's kind of developed now, but it's like a suburb of DC. You know, it's where a lot of fucking I don't even know what they're called. Senators. Their like kids and their wives, they fucking raise them up in Alexandria or in McLean, which is where we moved to later on. And it's like it's just like an old towny looking place, but it's really well populated.
Okay.
So it has like the same, almost like look of DC.
All right.
But it's not. It's just a fucking town. You know what I mean? It's like when you go on the road.
It's like, Anytown USA kind of. Yeah.
You had a driveway?
Exactly. Yeah. We had a driveway. Yeah.
Gravel or paved?
Paved.
Okay.
Foley, who has gravel fucking driveways?
People I know.
Well, here's the thing. It was paved, but it was like paved gravel. Like it was gravelly still.
What?
So it wasn't like a smooth paved road. It was, and I don't know if this was.
Could you
just have a snowplow come up?
You could, but you could roller skate on it, but it'd be a rocky ride. You know what I'm saying?
Strap in, you're in for a bumpy ride.
Like it'd be a little bit of one of those.
Okay.
Oh, that's garbage. Roller skating in the driveway. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. There we go. Now we're peeling the onion back a little bit. Okay.
Did you have a cleaning lady growing up? That was a big thing in the 80s and 90s, a cleaning lady. I feel.
Did she raise me? Yes.
Okay.
Do I speak Spanish?
Did I think she was my mom? Yes.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Was she there daily or was it like weekly or what was the schedule on the cleaning lady?
Daily.
Woo!
She was daily.
Did she live there?
So she later on she lived there after my mom had more kids. She lived with us.
That's a little bit of scratch right there.
I like that.
I literally called her Mommy Nana. So like,
wow.
I had my mom and then I had Mommy Nana. And then, so Mommy Nana she was from Bolivia and she spoke Spanish.
I didn't think she was from fucking, I didn't think she was from North Carolina.
She was a Kennedy.
You know, she wasn't Venezuelan is what I'm saying. And she spoke Spanish to us and we didn't bother to learn it back.
That's insane.
So yeah.
Keep it moving, lady. Make sure the eggs are cooked. All right.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you're my second mom. So
we had a cleaning lady growing up. but she would only come once a week, and we had to like clean for her to clean. I was like, this doesn't matter. My mom was like, the cleaning lady's coming, clean your room. I'm like, what the hell are we paying this broad for?
I remember that. Yeah.
Why I gotta clean my room if the cleaning lady's coming? This shit's stupid. How about she cleans, then I'll vacuum? How about that?
Yeah.
Am I getting a cut of this? What's the deal, Mom?
Yeah, can she also pay us when she paid her?
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. She still comes. Actually, this is a kind of a garbage thing. I was home not too long ago for something, and me and a couple of friends that still live at home went out to like, the town pub and got all fucking banged up. And I'm like sleeping on the couch. Nobody was supposed to be home. I knew my mom. Nobody was home, so I was there. I'm sleeping in my underwear, like hung, like drunk, like hung out all night boozing. She comes in to clean, her and like her assistant, and I'm like, my balls are hanging out. I'm like plopped on the couch, and she's like, Kevin. I'm like, oh hey. I'm like, I wrap myself in like a bed sheet, like go upstairs, dude. Talk about. I'm in my 30s. I have my fucking
awful
cleaning lady walking in.
She walks in and sees your fucking ball bag.
Oh, dude,
your 30-year-old ball bag.
I know. I'm not.
That's an
proud.
antique.
What do you want?
Women have been through too much.
I know.
That's disgusting.
She was promised the American dream, and she got your fucking ball sack.
No, she's like my mom's friend. She's just like a regular white chick. It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't listen to that part of the story.
I don't think I said that. You just assumed she was South American. Which
that's true. I'm just racist.
It's a good shot in the dark. I mean, it's an educated guess.
We only got a cleaning lady only like once every couple of years if something real special has happened. And we
once
felt
every
like
couple
Kennedy's.
of years. Sounds like
we felt like Kennedy's when it happened. We'd be all lined up out front like The Sound of Music, waiting for the cleaning lady to come.
Calling the neighbors.
Sing her a song.
We thought it was Mary Poppins rolling into town. It was fucking awesome.
That's great.
You're bragging to the neighbors. Yo, Timmy, no, not gonna brag. I got a cleaning lady today.
All right, Safeway cleaning lady. Let's get into some family eating habits. That's what I'd like to know. What was? Were you a mayonnaise family?
No.
No mayonnaise.
We didn't. No. Nobody.
See that right there is why I think she's not garbage, because I think a lot of things that I do discuss Rosebud, and that's a good indicator.
A lot of things you do discuss with most people, but let's put an asterisk on that.
Do you eat a lot of mayonnaise?
It's coming out of his pores. What are you?
I don't not eat a lot of mayonnaise. I eat mayonnaise, and we had mayonnaise in the house when I was a kid.
I fucking hate mayonnaise. It's disgusting.
I don't
like the smell of it makes me want to puke. Yeah, the smell of it actually makes me want to apply for welfare.
Okay. What about lunches when you were a kid? What was the lunch situation? Would you be buying a lunch at school? Oh, where'd you go to school? Did you go to a private school or a public school?
I went to public school.
Okay.
My sisters all went to private school, and I went to public school.
Why?
I think because my parents were like, she can handle it.
Oh, that's the black sheep of the squadron right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, we're not gonna bother spending extra money on this one. But I actually needed it. I was in like the small classrooms, you know what I mean? Because I was like, I needed extra time on tests and shit. I was like retarded. So they so I don't know why, but I think that's why I'm like different from my sisters, because my sisters all have like good jobs and stuff, and I, do this.
You're now an unemployed comedian.
Yes. Fucking. Anyway.
Dude, I tell you were killing me before. All that time that we put into this, fucking 7 years up here. I was getting ready to roll into the Tribeca Film Festival in a couple of weeks. I was fucking paving the way here.
He was catering, but still.
Yeah.
I was parking cars, but still. Yeah. Dude, 11 years of work down the fucking tubes in 2 seconds.
I'm like, I think we're all fucked. But anyway,
that's the last LaCroix you'll be having for a while.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. But I went to public school, and I was like, I bought lunches, but it wasn't it wasn't a bad public school. You know what I mean? It was like, it was one of the, we had one of the better public school systems. Like I went to a public school where people got cars for their 16th birthday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that was similar to me. Yeah. Did you ever get suspended or expelled or anything?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah. Sexual harassment.
What?
Yeah, I tried to stick a broom up my friend's ass and I got suspended for sexual harassment.
That's not sexual harassment. That's a good time. What are you talking about?
I thought it was pretty funny.
A guy or a girl?
Funny. A guy.
Oh, come on.
What, did he report you?
No, he didn't report me. The teacher that saw me do it reported me. And was like, that's sexual harassment.
Oh, get the fuck out of here,
up, buddy.
That's horseplay. You know what I mean?
That's grab ass. That's what that is.
I was like, I'm just sticking a broom up his ass. Relax. He's got his means on.
Yeah.
Why don't you take the one out of yours, huh, buddy? Let's go.
I know. I was like, to this day, I remember going into the principal's office and being like, did something happen with a broom for this guy that reported me?
Yeah, that's insane.
Because like, I remember being like, it's clearly a joke. Like what? I need to know what happened to this guy's anus with a broom.
Yeah, sure. I want to hear that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I can
slow.
harass him. If he wants to know what harassment is, I will harass him for that.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. That's bullshit. So
what
that doesn't really
smoking?
count.
Yeah, were you smoking in this high school? Were you smoking under the bleachers and all that?
Yeah.
Man,
another thing was smoking. Did your before you were 18, did your parents know and allow you to smoke? Those kids were always a little dicey, where you were like 14, like out front of your house smoking.
I was actually like such an addict from the very beginning. Like I started smoking, not even because I like wanted to. It's just like people forgot my birthday and I was 18. So I started smoking, and as like an act of like, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, I really enjoyed the fact that I could hide it from people.
Sure.
So I would smoke in my car, and I wouldn't even tell my boyfriend at the time. So like the way that they found out that I was smoking was, it was raining one day and I was like ashing out my window, and there was ash on the side of my car. Yeah. And my mom noticed it and my boyfriend noticed it, and everybody noticed it on the same day. And I was like, God damn it. But I loved smoking. Like I loved keeping it a secret and like getting in my car and just being like, it made me feel so adult to like hide my cigarette addiction.
Sure. That was a big thing. Yeah, I loved it.
That's garbage, but I like it. That's
real
good.
Garbage.
That's like something out of Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah.
My mom, like I still kind of like, I mean, I used to like hide it from my mom still, even in like my 20s, you know what I mean? I wouldn't like celebrate it. I would always like, I don't know, it's that Irish Catholic, like shameful thing.
Sneaking a smoke.
But dude, I had a buddy growing up who his parents like let him smoke at like 14 or something. They were like well off. Like his dad was like, you know, like some like big financial advisor guy. Like they had like a huge house. They were like very well off and educated. They just like let him smoke at like 14. And like, dude, I remember on Christmas in his stocking, he got a carton of Newports and a thing of condoms. And I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, dude. And I'm like, what kind? I'm like, this kid doesn't stand a chance in life. Like, you're literally giving him Newports and condoms, and he's still at home.
What does he do now?
He's still at his fucking family's house, jerking off in condoms and smoking Noopies all day.
It's awesome.
Of course.
Yeah.
Newports too. That's a weird choice.
We all started on Newports.
Senator's son.
Yeah, you know? we all started on Newports. I don't know why.
I started on Newports too.
Yeah, why? I don't understand that. Everybody smokes Newports when they first.
I don't know. They fucked me up too. I got like sick.
Oh yeah, that would rock the shit out of you.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, it's like eating a tube of toothpaste. That shit gets you.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's
like if a puppy finds rat poison. That's what it is.
That's fucking tough. And I remember
get all woozy.
They're like, there was an older kid, like, there's fiberglass in it, so it gets into your lungs quicker. I'm like, okay, like,
yeah, great.
I was a child cranking Newports, like a fucking.
As if my lungs are gonna have a hard time letting nicotine into them.
Yeah.
Is that true, by the way? Do Newports have fiberglass in them to shred your lungs up?
I think all menthol does. That was like, I think menthol cigarettes have it or something. I don't know. Also, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But
man, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, what about a belly button piercing? You have belly button piercing growing up? That's pretty garbage.
I the only time I ever had a belly button piercing was because I got in a fight with my boyfriend, and he had made it known how much he hated belly button piercings. And I went out and got my belly button pierced to piss him off.
You are an insane person. That's fucking,
yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I went home and I was like, hey, look what I did. Do you like it?
Oh my God. You are diabolical, cold-blooded, fucking. You need a shrink. Are you seeing a therapist right now?
Remind me to never double-cross Rosebud Baker.
Oh my God.
Ribs, I'm never crossing you.
This was before I ever started seeing one, but for sure, definitely pissed him off. Definitely.
That's crazy.
In high school, were you the girl that dated older? Did you date older guys in high school?
Yeah.
You had like a 38-year-old dude picking you up from fucking.
Not that old. Shit. Not that old.
You're like Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, I wanted a boyfriend that was like in college, but I settled for the ones that were like seniors, you know?
Yeah. That's
and then once they went to college, I would like still see them and be like, oh, I have a boyfriend in college, you know?
Yeah.
But like cheat on him. Yeah, it was. I was trash. I was a trash teenager.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick up on that.
Yeah.
Did you ever have that boyfriend beat somebody up in school?
No, but he would show up outside of my house.
Oh, you're fucking garbage. If your old boyfriend is showing up unannounced places to like,
to like find me with someone. Yeah, that he would do that a lot, and then and he had every reason to do that because I was cheating.
This is like Dawson's Creek.
I know, man. What the fuck?
I remember just being like, you're so fucking crazy. But then like getting in my car and being like, well, how do you see that coming?
This guy's pretty good.
Jesus.
I was a shit girlfriend.
Did you ever wear glitter makeup?
No, I never really wore a lot of makeup.
Okay, there you go. That was always a big. Some girl shows up to a party or something and fucking glitter all over her face. I'm like, it's something.
Body glitter.
Yeah, something.
Body glitter is really the thing that tips you off. If they're wearing Victoria's Secret body glitter,
yeah, there's some issues for sure.
Were you rocking Ed Hardy back in the day?
Ed Hardy is like, isn't that for like Latino men? I'm like, why the fuck?
That was the waspiest shit I've ever heard come out of your mouth. That was awesome. I believe that's for Latino men, my good boy.
Like, your jaw went out 3 inches.
Dudes.
Yeah, no.
I was like, what?
Yeah, Ed Hardy wasn't really like a woman's thing for sure.
I'm like, that's not a women's thing.
That's also how
you
out
even
of
know who you're interviewing.
He doesn't know what Ed Hardy is. He's just heard it's cool, so he's like,
sorry, that was a question for Martin Urbano. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought girls wore those all cut up. They would like slice the shirts up and wear them. I thought that was the thing back in the day.
I don't think so. I don't think that was ever a thing. Unless you're talking about like a biker's girlfriend. I can't think of.
Were you a biker's girlfriend?
I did. I dated a guy that had a Harley for a little while.
Did you ride in the back of that Harley?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
helmet or no helmet?
Helmet.
Topless?
Letting the girls out?
That's real trashy.
It's like, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
Did you have you ever? Do you remember ever giving anybody the finger while you were on the back of that motorcycle for traffic situations? Because that's real garbage. You ever see videos where that would like the girl turns around, fuck you, man.
Fuck you, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah,
no, that wasn't me.
That's a lot.
But I was a side chick while I was riding it, so that does.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get
that's trash.
Yeah, you make the bed you sleep in there, Rosebud. I mean, you're dating a guy on a Harley, and you're like, well, actually, he was seeing other people. Oh no,
this
shit,
is evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was. These are. Oh man, I'm not proud of these fucking answers.
I know this, but it's fun. It's celebrated here. It's celebrated here.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, I got another. Have you ever worn Crocs?
No.
Okay.
Never wore Crocs. Never owned Crocs.
What about Uggs?
I did own a pair of Uggs. I did wear them.
Uggs aren't trashy though. I mean, they were like the most popular thing. at some point.
I was in Boston at the time. Yeah, I'm not proud of
it. You can that with such shame.
Yeah, you can see the memories hitting her. She'll be like, yeah, and then like her like eyes lower, her shoulders drop. She's like,
Rosie.
This is like an AA meeting where I'm forced to just like answer, "Are you an alcoholic?"
That's funny.
Speaking of alcohol, you obviously you're sober now, but did you back when you used to booze? Did you ever drink wine with ice in it?
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Yes, I didn't know any better.
White wine or red wine?
Both. I mean, honestly, both. I'd be like, "This is warm." I mean, I didn't read the manual.
Can I get some ice in a straw over here, please? Thank you. Chop,
the worst part about it is that I wasn't surrounded by classy enough people to tell me not to.
Sure.
You know?
I was last night.
It means that my taste in people led me to that point.
Of course. Yeah. Somebody who would have known would have been like, yeah, Rosebud, you lay off the ice on the Merlot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last night I was sitting at home and I poured a wine. I'm like, maybe I could drop a piece of ice in it. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I wanted to, though, for sure.
No.
People are drinking their reds a little cooler these days, but ice is fucking garbage.
Hold on. You gonna do a Zoom thing? Will I watch the peak? Can you hand her to me? Sorry, I gotta hold the puppy.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Only one guest at a time, Rosebud. I'm sorry. The dog can't stay.
Thank you.
That's a nice little doggy.
She's so small.
Oh, she's
tiny.
Such a
look at her little shit-eating mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What kind of dog is it?
She's a Brussels Griffin Chihuahua mix.
Oh, that's cute.
Foley, stop talking like that. It's fucking.
I can't help it, man.
You're a 45-year-old man, and he's like,
I love it. I love it when dogs turn people into different people. It's my favorite thing.
Is that garbage, Rosebud? You're a dog person. Is that garbage? You think when grown men talk baby talk to doggies, they can do a puppy dog like that? I just want to see his little face right there.
Look at Giffy's face. He's so upset.
I'm so mad. It's so embarrassing. Like, I respect you as a person. At times, I respect you as a person, and then you go and do that. It's like, how am I supposed to like look you in the eye?
Well, just let me explain this to you, Kippy. This is exactly what I do. First, I take one of those little piggies that she has.
All right, stop.
I put a little salt and pepper on it, and I would.
My skin is. My blood is running cold.
That's because you were a latchkey kid. You didn't have a dog when you were growing up.
I had multiple dogs. You were
ice cold.
You know what else
was
garbage?
You have dogs growing up, and you don't do baby talk to dogs. What's the matter with you, Kippy?
I do, but not in front of my other adult male friends.
This guy's hiding something.
You're hiding something. You need to open your heart. You need to open your heart, and you need
Hey, Rosebud, why don't you go put some ice cubes in some wine, okay, and then talk to me, okay?
Why don't I put some ice cubes in your asshole?
With a
I don't know why
there you go.
I said that, but why don't I?
That's sexual harassment. Again, you're going to get suspended from the podcast.
Don't be double-crossing Rosebud after those stories. You wake up with a fucking vacuum cleaner down your throat.
with my belly button piercing cut off on your nose.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah, and it's just a recording of Foley going, who's your bougie? Who's
that little bit? Where'd she go? She go, man. Yeah. Oh, there she is. She's back. Hi, puppy.
I'm cutting all of this out.
So mad.
Yes.
So mad.
All right, I got one.
Go ahead.
I gotta run out of time here. Do you call either of your parents or aunts or uncles by their first names?
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, hey, Steve.
All of them.
Wait, your parents and your aunts and uncles?
My aunts and uncles, I all call them by their first names. My mom and dad.
What are you, coworkers? What the fuck's going on?
I call my mom Nanny. I call my dad Dad.
Okay. Why do you call your mom Nanny? Is her name like Nancy or something?
Her name's Nancy, but everybody calls her Nanny.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
But like, if you were to go to your Uncle Steve's house, you're like, hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a lack of respect right there.
You don't say Uncle Steve?
No.
Like,
I'm not a child.
Oh, I still do. My Aunt Sheila, my Aunt Kathy, my Aunt Colleen.
Yeah.
My mom.
Did you do it as a did you do it as a kid? Or were you a 9-year-old going, "Hey, Kathy, can I get some wine with a ice over here?"
I don't remember ever calling them Uncle Doug or like Aunt Susie.
You called them Mr. and Mrs. Baker, kept it real professional?
I just called her Susie. I just called them Susie, Doug, GB, Grant.
We're changing this episode to "Are you a psychopath?" Because that is Rosebud Baker. You can't be a child and
Rosebud. Did you ever kill anybody at your prom? Let's start asking some serious.
I can't talk about that. That's between me and the limo driver.
That's crazy. Oh my
Have you
God.
ever murdered a landscaper? That's too funny.
Who's landscaper?
No. Were you allowed to curse in front of your parents as a kid? Like, could you be at the dinner table like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's always
I
trashy.
mean, I wasn't allowed to, but I did all the time.
I'm starting to pick up. You were not a fun gal to be around as a kid.
This is not trash though. This is like, because I was definitely not supposed to do it, but this just came from like a pure love of curse words. Like from the time that I learned them, I was like, I just got the keys to the fucking kingdom. The first time I heard the word fuck, I was like, what did you just fucking say to me? I loved it. I was like, I remember I practiced it on the soccer field because I had a soccer game. And I remember going into that soccer game and being like, I'm going to curse all over this goddamn field.
I've done that too. Like, I'm like, wait till they hear. Yeah, wait till they hear what I got to say.
Rosebud Baker ended the game with 3 points, 5 assists, and 12 motherfuckers.
19 F-bombs, the B word, the S word. She called her mom.
Score in my head. Yeah. I was literally commentating on myself, just being like, whoo, I got a lot in there.
Yeah.
I got a lot did not score once, didn't fucking defend my team, nothing. Yeah. No defense, no offense.
I scored on my...
Did I curse everybody out?
I scored on my own goal, but I did call that guy a cocksucker, so it all evens out. I'm the winner at the end of the day.
You got a cigarette in your mouth running around the field?
I loved it. I couldn't wait to be an adult.
We got a couple more here. I got one that's going to lock it in. I'm guaranteeing a yes on this. Okay. It's a 2-part question. Have you ever been to the Sandals Resort?
No.
All right. Have you ever gone to a Caribbean island and come back with cornrows in your hair, with your hair braided?
No.
Yeah, come on. No way. Don't lie.
Never happened. Once.
You've definitely been sitting on like a Delta flight with a braid.
Listen, I swear on the dead guy at my prom, I promise you, I never came back with cornrows. I never once. Yeah. That is fate that I was able to somehow skip.
Have you ever owned a jet ski?
No. Did I ask my parents for one? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's even worse. And you didn't get it. That's even more
garbage. I didn't get it.
You know what's kind of trashy?
Fuck no.
We had one, but I wasn't allowed to use it, which was like, I was like, oh, come on. You're not even going to let me enjoy on the fun.
Why weren't you allowed to use it?
That sucks.
I don't know. I just wasn't allowed to use it.
Because they were probably renting it out on the weekends.
My stepdad had one, and I wasn't allowed to use it. Did anybody growing up? Did you have a hot tub that wasn't like built into the ground, like an aftermarket hot tub that they give away on The Price is Right for like $3,500?
No, we did. No, we never had that. No.
Those
did
things.
Did you have a pool in the backyard?
No. Oh yes, we did have a pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did have a pool, but that was later. That was after we moved to McLean. So that was when we were like higher class. My dad got promoted. We got more money.
Was there a hot tub connected to that pool?
No.
Was there a diving board or a sliding board?
There was a diving board.
Okay. It's average. Run of the mill. No sliding board.
No slide.
If you had a slide, you were doing all right if you had a fucking slide. You were doing A-okay.
You had a slide, you were fucking
in-ground pool with a slide? Look out.
That's fucking class right there. That's
you got a Six Flags in your backyard.
Yes. Yeah. My buddy got one when we were kids, and we were like, I had a pool with a diving board, and then my buddy got a big pool, hot tub, diving board, sliding board. And I looked at my dad. I'm like, you better step your fucking game up.
You're like, you piece of shit.
If you think I'm going to swim in this bullshit-ass pool you got going on back here, Justin's got a fucking slide and the big diving board with the spring. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. See, this is why you can't have kids. Because they're gonna come home. They're gonna look at their friend's fucking pool. They're gonna come home and be like, "The fuck is this piece of shit house that you put together for me?"
Yeah,
you're like, I'm trying to keep you alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One of the biggest piece of shit things I ever did, and I always think about it too, is exactly what you're talking about. My dad bought us a car, all right, for high school. It was my sophomore year, my brother's senior year. So my brother was going to drive it for his senior year, and then I would have a car for my junior and senior year and be driven to school every day in my 10th grade year because of my brother. And it was a Chevy Spectrum, and I didn't know what the fuck a Chevy Spectrum was, and I never saw a picture of it. And when he pulled into the driveway with it, it was like this little black, like 80s hatchback, which I then grew to absolutely love. But the first time I saw it, he gets out of the car, I go, "That's it?" He's like, "What the
I want to punch you right now for doing
that.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
My dad out there busted his ass, fucking driving 300 miles a week, fucking pulls up in this car. I'm like, "That's it? Come on."
Yeah.
And I remember normally he'd be like tough with me with situations like that. Like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" He literally was like, "What? I'm sorry. What do you mean?" I was like,
"Oh."
Yeah, you broke his spirit.
You broke his spirit.
All right, relax, jet ski boy.
When you break your dad's spirit, that's the worst feeling.
It is.
Yeah.
God, I've done it many times. My dad had 5 daughters, so his spirit was broken.
Oh, dude, he
second one.
Barely got out of the 80s, that guy.
He's done. Yeah, I mean, you should see him now. He looks like a cheeseburger. Beat up.
Shell of a man.
Just a shell of a man. Yeah.
A wife and then 5 girls.
He married my stepmom. He married my stepmom because he just fell down the stairs alone in his apartment one day. He was like, I better just ask somebody to marry me.
Jesus Christ.
Awesome. My daughters aren't going to help.
You know what's pretty trashy? I said this the other day because I have an ex-stepmom. I'm like, that is a level of that's a level of trash. I have an ex-stepmom.
Yeah. That's
like.
Does she still send you presents for Christmas and stuff like that?
No, but we do text occasionally because I have 2 brothers. I have 2 half brothers. She has, 2 kids, 2 half brothers. She had kids with my father, so we're in contact and stuff. But I said it the other day. I was explaining to somebody. I'm like, "Oh yeah, like my ex stepmom," and I was like, "Oh, that one hits a little different." An ex stepmom.
My stepmom and I don't even fucking talk. I don't even talk to her.
And they're still married.
Yeah, she sucks.
Do you call her mom?
She hears this.
Do you call her mom or do you call her Meredith?
I call her Meredith.
I know. I was joking.
Yeah.
She doesn't even. She barely calls.
It'd be so funny if I called her. It'd be so bitchy if I called her mom. If I walked in one day and I was like, "Hi, mom."
You should do that if you want to be like. I mean, because you are a bitch, so you can.
Hi, childless mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hi, you barren whore. Just really lay it down.
Rosie, we gotta get a treatment going on all this. This is good stuff here. Get Ryan Felipe on the phone.
Absolutely. No problem. He lives next door.
I think I just got one more here. Do I? I guess I got 2. Growing up, which I don't think so. Did your parents have a station wagon growing up?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. Was there wood paneling on that station wagon?
Yes, there was.
Oh! It's official. Rosebud Maker. Garbage.
Yeah.
I thought you were high class. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Halfway through my life, my dad started making money. So, and my sisters weren't born until then. So, like, I have this totally different kind of childhood than they had. Like station wagon.
I see.
Shitty driveway. Like throw me out in the yard in a diaper.
Yeah.
Kind of railroad kid. Kind of.
Yeah. A station wagon's a tough look because you got to figure what the thought process is to buying a station wagon back in the. I mean,
they were very popular. They were utility vehicles.
I know they really were. I would rock one now for sure. You throw a couple of buddies in the back. I was telling Foley, my buddies, we never had one, but my growing up, my friend had one, and in the back of it, it was so old, they had the seats that faced out back. Like, do you remember that? Out back the window?
Yes, we had those. Oh, no, we didn't have those. My friend had those. They were fun.
Yeah, and I remember sitting there, and I was like a 6-year-old being like, this is fucking sketchy. I'm like, those cars could just fucking crush me right now.
It's a whole different world in the back, though,
I loved it. I was in the back flipping people off.
Oh, for sure.
Back here.
For sure giving people the finger. Like,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
God, that was great.
Too funny. Well, Rosie, buddy, we want to thank you so much for sitting here with us and playing Are You Garbage? The puppy's adorable. Congratulations on the engagement.
I'm going to give her a number here. I'm going to say she's station wagon kind of. Station wagon.
Wait, is this 1 to what?
1 out of 100. So it's percent garbage. So you're like a 22% garbage. I'll give you.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I'm scared to give a number because the kind of garbage that Rosebud is the kind of garbage that would ruin the lives of garbage like my family.
Sure.
She would have she would like have my dad rubbed out or something like that, or like
she'd pull some strings and have him like relocated to Alaska to work or something.
Yeah. She ruins.
You got a new job. Cool.
Hey, congratulations on your dad's promotion. You're like, what? And then your dad calls you right away.
About that. I'm like, bye.
So yeah, I'm not saying, but that was so much fun.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want anybody to know out there, Rosie? I know the dates are slowed down a little bit because of the corona, but
they can subscribe to my podcast on All Things Comedy. It's called Devil's Advocate with Rosebud Baker, and we talk about. Well, I've been doing a lot of solo casts lately, but usually I have a guest on. We talk about the worst thing that ever happened to them and why that makes them so funny, and lately I've just been basically talking shit myself in a room, which has been really fun. But yeah, you can subscribe to that. You can also subscribe to my other podcast, Find Your Beach, that me and my fiance Andy Haynes have, that we started on the first day of quarantine, and we've been doing it every single day of the quarantine.
Very nice.
So yeah, if you want to watch a relationship fall apart, you can tune in for that.
You want to see a marriage end before it starts, tune into Rosebud's podcast.
Very nice, Rosie. Thank you so much, Kippy. What do you got for the gang out there?
That's all, guys, as you are, but please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, share with a friend, and people are hitting us up with questions and stuff like that. I had a couple, I forgot to read them, but you can DM them to us or email or, whatever, to get them to us somehow if you follow us.
Very nice. Great stuff, guys. Rosie, thank you so much. Bye, puppy doggy.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
See you. Bye, Stay safe.
Bye, Mouse. Uncle Hank loves you. Give me smoochie. Let me say bye-bye. Let me tell you. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, look at that little face.
Bye, guys.
See ya,
buddy.